She said I wasn't her autistic son's dad. I respected her boundaries. And she lost everything in 3 days. I spent 4 years as the only father figure for my girlfriend Lila's 7-year-old nonverbal autistic son Jasper. Then she told me to stop acting like his dad. I did exactly what she said, and her life fell apart completely in 72 hours. Jasper's biological father Tyler was a repeat felon in prison. He never sent money or a birthday card for Jasper in his life. I started dating Lila when Jasper was 3. Back then, Jasper couldn't speak at all, and had severe separation anxiety that kept him out of school. I quit my 6-figure remote engineering job to be his full-time caregiver. I drove him to 20 hours of weekly therapy and speech lessons, helped him through every meltdown, taught him to use a picture board to communicate, ride a bike, and sleep through the night without screaming. The first full word he ever said was "Dad" to me. I sold my late grandfather's lake house, the only thing I had from my childhood, to set up a $120,000 trust for his lifelong care. I added him to my premium health insurance, and named him the sole beneficiary of my life insurance. 2 weeks ago, we were at dinner with Jasper coloring beside us. I brought up the father-son camping trip his school was hosting. I'd prepped for weeks, bought a custom tent with his favorite cartoon characters, mapped out trails. Lila cut me off directly. "We need to set boundaries. You're not his dad, you're my boyfriend. Tyler gets out of prison next month, and Jasper doesn't need to be confused about his real father." I asked her what the past 4 years of my life had been for. She rolled her eyes, said I'd agreed to help with Jasper when we started dating, and that I was overstepping. I didn't argue. That night, I went to my home office and made 4 calls. First, my estate lawyer, to freeze Jasper's trust, with terms that only I could authorize disbursements. Second, his therapy and speech clinics, to cancel all future appointments and turn off autopay. Third, my insurance broker, to remove Jasper from all my policies. Fourth, my old apartment manager, who had a unit available that day. I moved all my belongings out in 3 hours, and left the house keys on the counter. On Monday morning, everything unraveled. Lila's phone blew up. The therapy clinic called to say Jasper's appointments were canceled, with a $4,800 balance due. The school called to say his camping registration was pulled. She got an email notifying her Jasper's health insurance was terminated. She texted me 37 times in an hour, frantic. I replied once. "I'm respecting the boundaries you set. His real dad can handle this when he gets out." She came home to an empty house, screaming that I was punishing a disabled child. I told her flat out, "Dads pay for their kids' therapy. Mom's boyfriend who needs to know his place doesn't. You told me I'm not family. Boyfriends have no obligations to kids that aren't theirs." She screamed that. We were done if I didn't fix this. I said okay. Then Tyler called me from a halfway house, furious that I was abandoning his kid. I explained everything. He laughed and forwarded me a text Lila sent him 6 months prior. "Don't worry about Jasper. I've got a guy paying for all his therapy and saving for his future. Just focus on getting out, and we'll be a real family again." Jasper found out the camping trip and therapy were gone. He used his picture board to send me a voice note, sobbing and begging his dad to come back. When he showed up at my door with a suitcase, I called Lila immediately to come get him. Boundaries, remember? I'm not his dad. I ran into Lila at a coffee shop last week. She looked exhausted and years older. Tyler had been arrested for armed robbery 2 weeks after his release. Jasper had regressed completely, wouldn't speak at all, and couldn't attend school. She begged me to come back, said she'd made a mistake. I told her, "You didn't make a mistake. You made a choice. Now you have to live with it." She texted me that night, saying I destroyed her family. I replied, "There was never in our family. It was always your family, and I was just the guy paying the bills. I know my place now." Then I blocked her. People say you don't know what you have until it's gone. The truth is, she knew exactly what she had. She just never thought I'd take it all back.